Cooking with Nonna. Today I'm very lucky to have the pleasure of having
Carolina from Reggio Calabria.
And Carolina comes to us from Enoteca Maria restaurant in Staten Island, when she is one of the many Nonna chefs that rotate every week. So if you like any of the dishes she makes for us on Cooking with Nonna, you can get your little coolie down to Staten Island and try some of her fabulous food.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my dear. I hope I see all of you, because I'm sure you're going to like our food.
And let's take a closer look and get to know our Nonna.
I grew up in Italy, Reggio Calabria, and my town name is Nonna Marina. We were 4 children, and I'm the youngest. I and my family, we always went grocery shopping in my grandmother's backyard, I should say, because she had a huge farm. So they produced everything, my grandmother and my grandfather. The only thing they didn't produce was fish. But fish, really, we needed to walk less than 10 minutes. And we was by the Ionian Sea, and we used to buy the daily fresh fish. And that's how I developed the passion to cook, to appreciate good food from my grandmother. We call her Nonna Fuda. I learned everything from my grandmother. I came into America with my husband and 2 children, and here we had another 2 children, which we have 4, 3 boys and 1 girl. And I have 5 granddaughters that they're really my life, my children and my granddaughters. I work in this restaurant in Staten Island. The name is Enoteca Maria. It's a very charming restaurant, small, cute. It's very more kind of like family-oriented. As known as, while we're cooking, we go to the tables to talk to people, make sure that they're okay, make sure that they like their food, if it's anything that we can do for them. And before you know, it's kind of like we're chatting in a big family. People want to take pictures, people want to start dancing. And I say, I'm too old to dance. I'm a grandmother. They go, we love to dance with grandmothers. So we have a good time, really, really. And people love it. They come there and they sit for hours. They don't want to go home. Yeah, I love to cook. And whatever I cook, usually 99% comes good. So I think I'm okay.
So we're back, Nonna Carolina. What are we going to make today?
Today we're going to make fresh pasta. And we're going to start it with the semolina flour.
You're going to make the pasta dough.
The pasta dough, fresh pasta.
You're going to make it or I'm going to make it? I think it's better if you make it.
For today, I make it.
Okay, good.
Okay, like that, you're going to have another little lesson for the next time that we'll do together. Okay. How about that?
Let's get going.
Yeah. Okay, now that we have the flour over here on the board, we're going to make a well.
Make a little hole in the middle.
Yes, yes, in order to hold the eggs, which we're going to put it now. Okay, we'll break the eggs, we'll put it right in the middle. Right there.
Okay. So these are kind of like noodles that we're going to make today.
Yeah, we make like fettuccine, sort of fettuccine.
Well, a little bit thicker, it's a tagliatelle.
Tagliatelle,
like
fettuccine.
A linguine.
Yeah.
A fettuccine is thicker than a linguine.
It's
a
a matter of
tagliatelle is thicker than that.
It's a matter of thickness.
You're right.
Yeah. But they're in the same family.
They hold sauce really beautifully.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love this kind of pasta.
Right, right.
Great.
So you can make with any sauce. I'm going to put a little bit of milk for silkiness, because I like to be nice and silky. I'm going to put a little bit of oil.
A little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Extra virgin olive oil always, as Italian would do. There we go.
And then you just get your hands in there.
Right, now you need to do that. And you want to use your hands. Why not?
Not these girls today. They don't want to get their hands dirty.
No. What dirty? It's food. Don't we eat food?
We do eat
If
food.
it is good enough for our stomach, it should be good enough to be touched.
Great philosophy.
Okay? Sometimes, like we need, if you see that it's a bit too soft, what do? You put a little bit more flour.
Right. So
It's nothing really to worry. It's too hard, you put a little bit more water. So we needed to work the pasta a little bit. It's not hard.
And this was so quick too.
Yeah.
This didn't take a long time at
No,
all.
not at all. Okay, now we're going to do with a rolling pin. Now we'll put a little bit of flour because we're going to work with pin.
Get your handy dandy rolling pin.
A rolling pin.
Bet you've seen a couple of these before.
Yes, I did.
So when you didn't have machines back in the day, you would have to use a rolling pin, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're going to make me look like if I'm old?
No, not at all. I mean, you know.
Of course I'm old. I'm a nonna.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. No, of course we had to do this. Everything we had to do by hands. Everything.
So now, thank goodness, we have these handy dandy pasta making machines that
Which I
help
love
us
it.
out. And
We
how
make a
thick?
little bit flatter. Thick it is to fit in here in this space that we have there. Because if it's too thick, it won't go in there.
So all you're doing by rolling it out like this, you're pressing all the air bubbles out.
Yes.
So there's no air bubbles in our pasta.
no air
Bubbles
bubble.
are bad.
Right. We don't want the bubbles. Okay.
Nice. So now we're ready to pass
Now
it through.
we're going to remove the water out.
See?
We don't need any more. And we're going to put a little bit of semolina down here.
Okay.
On
So
the
make sure it doesn't
plate.
stick to
Yeah,
anything.
when it falls into the semolina. You want to put it?
Sure, I'll do it.
See?
And we have it on a number 1 setting.
Yes.
And how many times does this have to go through the machine?
Well, you look at the texture. Usually I do 3 times, but it can be 2. It depends on the
How much
texture
it
that you
needs.
see, how much it needs.
Okay.
Isn't that nice?
That's beautiful. Really
Look.
smooth sheets of pasta dough. We do one
Right,
more time?
One more time. Huh? For the heck of it.
Già che stiamo.
Eh.
Since we're here.
Why not?
Nice. Get ready
That's
with
it.
some flour.
Now we'll put some more flour. We don't want it to stick. There you go.
Okay.
A little bit more on top. Now we're going to change this piece.
We're going to change to our tagliatelle attachment that's going to cut out the
Right.
perfect tagliatelle shapes for us.
Right.
We're going to have perfect strings of tagliatelle pasta.
You see how fun it is, how cute it's going to look when we do it.
So cute.
So nice.
So cute. There we go.
Okay. You want
And-
to hold it?
I will hold it.
All right.
Okay.
Now we're going to,
Beautiful strings of perfect pasta.
yes.
And we're
Look how
going
pretty it is.
to make sure there's enough flour coating all
The
our
pasta.
tagliatelle.
There we go.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Isn't that great?
That's terrific.
Put a little bit more on top here.
Okay.
Nice.
And you could let this rest or you could just drop it right in the water, right?
Yep. Or you can freeze it.
You can freeze it with a lot of
A
semolina.
lot of semolina and flat.
So-
Not like all bunched up. Nice and flat in a plastic bag, freezer bags. You put a lot of semolina from the bottom and the middle. You can look. And you freeze it.
And it's good for 3 months.
3 months.
So our pasta's all done. We're going to let it hang out while we make our sauce.
Yes.
Now, what do we have to do to get started with this sauce first?
This is a very simple sauce, Rossella. It's extra virgin olive oil,
Okay.
which we don't need much.
Gonna get our pan nice and hot.
Yes, nice and hot. We're going to put it, while I heat it up, I'm going to cut it. Just a half onion is enough. It's hot?
Yep, I think we're good.
It's good?
Can I have a wooden spoon, please?
Sure, dear, sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, we're gonna let our onions get nice and translucent, I guess, right?
Yes, while you do that, I'm going to smack a few garlic
Smack some
heads.
garlic.
There we go.
Nice. No kickboxing, just garlic.
Now I'm going to chop them up a little bit, and they're done.
Lovely.
And you don't have to do so extra fine. We don't.
Okay.
Think I should put it?
Go ahead.
There we go. we're going to put the salvia.
I'm really excited about these fresh herbs. We have fresh sage that she's chopping up right now. And you can always use dried herbs, but fresh herbs make all the difference when you're making a dish.
And that's what makes the whole dish so really special.
I can smell that sage just
right?
like
Isn't
when
that
you start
beautiful?
cutting
I
it.
love
Then when
it.
it hits the
I
heat,
love it.
beautiful. So now we have
And
thyme,
again,
right?
again, one by one, this is oregano. One by one, we're going to put another herb.
So we're using a lot of different herbs today, but the sage is so much more dominant in flavor.
That's the main dominant of
that it's going to
the
overpower the other herbs, but you're still going to taste little bits and pieces.
well, they all come together. That's the whole idea.
Gorgeous.
One complements the other. All right.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Love fresh oregano.
I think at this point we can put some salt.
Go ahead, put a little bit of salt and
There we go.
this is looking to be a really nice base for our sauce here.
It is. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot pepper.
Some pepperoncino.
Pepperoncino.
And, you know, nobody should forget you're from Calabria.
No, if I don't have that, I don't cook. This is a porcini mushrooms that we put it.
Our secret ingredient
Our
today,
secret
right?
ingredients, yes.
And
look how pretty it is.
They're beautiful,
How
and they smell good. These are fresh. These smell terrific. These were brought to us from Oregon.
Oregon,
So
yeah.
they are U.S. porcini mushrooms, which are very special because usually you find a dried variety
How nice.
that you can just soak in water, and then they're like regular mushrooms, and you can cook with them. We're going to add that to our sauce.
I'm going to start cut them up.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And I love porcini mushrooms because they have a beautiful, like, meaty texture.
Yes, earthy.
Yeah, so it's great with all the different spices and herbs, and it's great for vegetarians because it mimics that meaty flavor and texture.
Would you say I should put it now?
Go ahead.
Go right ahead.
And porcini, especially, act kind of like a sponge. So they're going to soak up all the oil we have in here. So our porcini...
Now at this point, I think we need to put a
little wine.
We
need a drink,
yeah, we need a drink.
Woo!
See? I love that sizzling.
Yeah. Okay.
Put a little more.
Yeah.
And the fire a little higher. Now at this point, we'll put the fire a little higher because we want to continue it sizzling.
Because our porcini have soaked up all the moisture in our pan.
Right.
So we're going to add a little bit more back in. And they also soaked up all the flavor of the garlic and the onions and the sage and the thyme, the oregano.
All combined together. Once this comes to boil again, we're going to put our chicken stock.
Now, you can use any kind of broth or stock. You know, we're using chicken stock. You can use a vegetable broth. They make porcini broth. You can use whatever you like except beef, right?
Except the beef and fish.
Beef and fish, no go.
No.
Just no.
Unless you make a fish dish, then you do that.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Add our broth in here. And this is great.
Isn't it?
Okay, so this is pretty much done, right?
Yeah.
We're
It's
just
a very fast sauce.
very quick. This
Very
is so
quick.
quick and easy.
Yep. We'll let it simmer a little bit longer while the pasta cooking.
Okay.
Now we're ready to put the pasta in it because our water is boiling. So
Lovely.
you want to separate a little bit while it goes down.
Drop them in.
Yes.
Make sure they're not sticking together.
No.
Okay.
And then you start stirring.
Okay, give me the big
No,
fork.
I want this.
You want
Yes.
this?
The wooden spoon.
Okay. Just make sure that nothing's sticking
Right.
together. Just
And
move
you don't
it
want
around a
to
little
break
bit.
also.
Okay.
The wooden spoon, it won't break the pasta.
Now, how long does fresh pasta cook for? Because
It can cook between 1 minute and 5 minutes. Depends on depends how people roll their pasta, the thickness that they
Right.
make. The more dense it is, the longer it takes.
and it's how you like it,
And
too.
that's how you like it too.
Taste
Yeah.
it periodically
Right.
and decide what you
I
like.
like al dente.
Me too.
Any pasta for me has to be al dente.
A little bit hard.
Rice has to be al dente.
I think our pasta is ready.
I think we should check. Yes.
But let's taste it to make sure.
Yeah. It's okay. okay.
Oh, all right.
Don't worry about
Can
it.
you handle this?
Yes. Pasta's my friend. There you go.
Thank you. Ready?
It's ready.
We're good?
Quick, fast.
Okay.
We
all
don't
right.
want it to be overcooked.
No, we don't.
Nope.
Overcooked pasta is mush.
Yep. We don't want to
And
mush.
mush is not good.
Mush is not friend.
So I gotta drain
Yeah,
it well.
all of it.
Just give it a jump.
Yep.
Hold on.
All done.
Ooh.
That's good.
And right
Right
into
into the
our
pot.
sauce.
These mushrooms.
And we're just putting un salto in padella, just a jump in the pot of sauce. So we absorb all the flavor of the mushrooms and the sage. I'm gonna go over here because I have a sneaking suspicion we're almost ready to eat.
Ooh, it's good. Actually, now we can eat.
Ooh, gorgeous.
Wow, we need to put the fire off.
Okay.
Okay.
And just 1, 2, 3.
Yes. All right.
Oh, wow.
Right ahead.
That is beautiful. And we can taste it?
Yeah.
Un po' per te.
Can't wait.
Want a little piece of
Piece of
mushroom?
mushrooms. A little piece of pasta. Maybe do one more than one little piece.
Mmm.
Is it? Really? Oh my God.
That's incredible. The pasta has really absorbed all the flavor of the porcini. And I taste the sage and I taste a lot of the other different herbs that we put in there. This is so light and flavorful. Thank you for being here and thank
my
you for
God.
being my nonna.
Delicious.
I want more. Let's say goodbye and keep eating.
Thank you, thank you,
Ciao.
thank you. Ciao. We have to keep eating. This is too good to wait.